Thank you. This air travel bubble, or ATB, is a significant step towards resuming cross-border travel between the two aviation hubs, Hong Kong and Singapore. The arrangement allows movement between the two cities without the need for quarantine or restrictions on type of travel or itinerary. It covers all kinds of travel: business, students, leisure, or reconnecting with family and friends. So, what can travelers expect? Well, there's lots of details to unpack for travel in the new normal. Anyone who has been in Hong Kong or Singapore in the 14 days prior to travel is eligible. Travelers will need to take a COVID-19 PCR test within 72 hours of scheduled departure and receive a negative test result. Travelers to Hong Kong are also required to take an additional COVID-19 test when they arrive, and they'll have to remain at the airport until they receive their negative test results. Travelers must also use designated flights. Now, these flights will be operated by Cathay Pacific and Singapore Airlines, and they'll carry a maximum of 200 passengers each way. The air travel bubble will start with one designated flight from Hong Kong and Singapore on November 22nd. From December 7, the number of flights into each city will increase to 2 per day. Now, travelers will need to bear the full cost of all the PCR tests and any other medical costs should they be found COVID-19 positive. Now, both cities have taken a cautious approach. Hong Kong's Secretary for Commerce and Economic Development, Edward Yao, has emphasized that there are stringent measures in place to safeguard public health.
The entire air travel bubble arrangement is premised on two very important principles. One, it must be safe and secure in the foremost. Once that has been set aside, it must be as facilitating as possible.
Now, travelers will also have to comply with the health and social distancing measures of each city, such as wearing face masks in public places and using the Trace Together app on their mobile phone in Singapore. Hong Kong and Singapore are business hubs that are highly dependent on international trade. Their aviation and tourism sectors have been especially hard hit by the pandemic, and both governments are under pressure to restore the economy. Singapore's Transport Minister Ong Ye Kung said that the air travel bubble was a small but important step to rebuild the country's aviation sector.
So this is as close as it gets to cross-border travel pre-COVID-19. And it is only possible because both Singapore and Hong Kong, we have successfully controlled the spread of COVID-19. And this is very precious and not to be taken lightly.
And what if the coronavirus situation worsens? The travel bubble will be suspended if the 7-day moving average of the daily number of unlinked local COVID-19 cases reach more than 5 in either city. And if the numbers drop to 5 or fewer, the bubble will resume. Back to you.